seats who would like to begin the meet and greet. Okay, here we go. How are you, Duncan?
Yeah. Is my mic on?
Yes, yes.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. First things first, rehearsal. How was it? What was the surprise at the rehearsal? What do you want to do better for the next?
Well, it wasn't really a surprise though, but the whole day felt to me like such a warm bath. You know, I mean, they really organized it really well. It felt like one big machine when you go through from one step to another, and just experiencing that all the way to that stage is breathtaking. It's so amazing to be a part of that only. But also we got to rehearse. I had to rehearse the track for 3 times, which was great. But in between those moments, I really had the chance to just relax, sit down, watch the arena, see how many chairs there are, you know, those kind of little small details that, maybe those kind of details really surprised me today, that I got the chance to sit down, relax, breathe in, breathe out, and stay calm.
Amazing. So another thing that boggles my mind, the video clip is beautiful.
Thank you.
And when I watched it for the first time, I was wondering how you're about to translate it into a stage performance, and knowing that you have such a team that will do a great job of putting on a show.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so just tell us a little bit about the transition from clip to stage, and if you can say a few words about how the clip itself was made, because
of course, yeah. Well, first of all, this clip was directed by Paul Bella, and along with Ilse Lana, I brainstormed about what we wanted to do with the clip, and what I wanted to represent was hope. So we took the surface of the water as hope, and me trying to reach for that hope but never really getting there. So that image was on our minds constantly, and then you got start filming and things go as they go, because I really love it when things just flow as they are. And with this clip, it all just came together, I guess. Yeah. So from that starting point, and of course we worked out all the details. The answer is clear. From a clip to staging, there's only one thing, or 2 things actually. Me, so I will be on stage, and in the clip, but also the music. That's the answer, I guess, you're looking for. I think the focus will be on the music and the music only, as it was also in the clip. So that would probably be the thing.
So. I just want to clarify. It was shot in a pool, or what kind of?
It was shot in an underwater studio in Amsterdam, which was how do you call it? We call it a bassin, like a tank. Thank you. A tank with there were actually like glass windows, but we didn't use them. We used other underwater cameramen. There was an underwater cameraman. He did a great job. He was down underwater with me all the time, and I had to dive into the water and come up every 30 seconds because I'm not a superhuman or something, so I had to breathe. So we had to dive up and down all the time, and there were all sorts of things in the water that I could grab, so I wouldn't float upwards. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry for digging into that. I'm just curious about the
it's nice. Yeah, I love the result. I'm so proud of the result. Yeah, it's amazing. I think we did a good job. I'm proud of it. Yeah,
It's definitely a good job.
Thank you. Thanks.
Let's take some questions from the crowd.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, over there.
I think you have to clarify which.
Yeah, we'll go to the 3 hands up in that section, and then we'll work our way back to the center.
Hi Duncan, welcome in Tel Aviv. My name is Jasper from Song Festival from Belgium.
I heard that, yeah.
Yeah,
From Belgium.
but they don't know. You are the top favorite this year, and in the Netherlands there is a bit of a Eurovision craziness going on. Some venues and some cities already are making plans for hosting it next year.
I heard,
in 2016 at Douwe Bob it slowed down. Don't you think some people need to slow down and just wait and see what happens?
Well, I actually said that before. We need to see what happens. Anything can happen from now until that moment. Now until the performance, now until what happens after the performance. So I think you're right. Yeah, maybe we need to slow down. But what is better than enthusiasm and pride, right? So yeah, I don't want to stop them, but I do think we all need to be careful and see what happens. And I'll do my best to make sure that I'll do my best as possible. Yeah. Thank you for your question.
We'll alternate between sides. Yes, please.
Hi, Duncan, Steve from Working with Easy Dating.
Hi.
I have a question for you. Today was your first rehearsal. How much of your attention and your focus was swallowed up by making sure to look in the right camera at the right time? And how was that?
Well, at first, of course, you get on that stage, and you're like, okay, where are the cameras? Where am I? What does the venue look like? So for the first take, yeah, there was a bit of distraction, but it's not distraction. I think it's just looking at the venue, seeing what's happening, and so I didn't really get distracted. I was just focused on where they were. So if that answers your question, maybe I wasn't distracted at all, but just really focused, I guess.
Does it take a lot of energy?
No, it doesn't take a lot of energy. It's just looking into, searching for that red line, and then you'll be fine. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, over here.
Hi Duncan.
Hi.
More from Channel 12 News. I want to ask you, last year in Lisbon, I asked Neta when she was first in the betting odds, how does it feel to be the first one? Do you dream at night of you holding the trophy, the winning trophy? Do you dream about it? Do you dare to dream about it?
Honestly, I haven't dreamed of it, so if I would have dreamed of it, I would have mentioned it, but of course I hope for it, but again, I'll do my best to hopefully win, but it's not a given thing, so you need to work for it, you need to do your best and keep doing that, so that's what I'm gonna do, and maybe just a little bit I dare to dream, yeah, of course, otherwise I wouldn't be here. I think everyone who's sitting here dares to dream.
Yes.
Hi Duncan, Alistair Birch from Europhile Australia.
Hi.
Can you cast your mind back to your first ever concert? When was it? And how did it feel to be performing in front of an audience for the first time, which had come just to see you?
Are you referring to a first concert where I did a full set full of original songs? Because that was 2 weeks ago.
Maybe for
Yeah, 2 weeks or no, even 1 week ago. Oh shit. It was amazing. Yeah, I can't put it into words how warm and special that night felt to me, and the reaction was so good, and it made me want to perform more and more. So yeah, and it also really eased my mind up on performing and the whole nervous wrecking thing that's around the performance. It really calmed me down, and I was like, okay, I get support from people, from these, it was a venue of 450 people, 450 people, which was big for me, but I got such great reactions that I was like, okay, if I can do this, I can do Tel Aviv as well. Yeah, so that was the thing.
Yes. Just behind you. Okay.
Hi Duncan, Daniel from concours-eurovision in Israel. Welcome to Tel Aviv. Welcome home. First of all, congratulations on an amazing rehearsal. Basically, you gave us everything that we needed for Eurovision 2019. So thank you for that, and props to whoever is involved.
Thank you.
My question for you is, you have a very close professional relationship with Ilse who represented the Netherlands in the 2014. Can you tell us a bit more about the relation and how it is now and how it is helping you, if it is, and how in general she guided you and if she gave you any tips?
Well, first of all, Ilse was the one who called me and asked me if I was willing to participate for Eurovision. And I was like, yeah, but only famous people in Holland get to participate, so never will I ever get that chance. But after that, the committee was really positive, and then it all started. And from that point on, she was the one who kept me calm, who advised me artistically, who supports me wherever I feel the need to, and she's just an amazing person, who inspires me every day because she's so calm and so, she feels what I feel, I think. I don't know how to put it in words, but yeah, she knows what I mean. She knows how to do it because she has the experience that I don't have. And whenever I just say something where most of the times we're on that same line, and if we're not, we will be after just like a few words, and I'll be like, yeah, you're right, yeah, so it's, I don't know how to put it in words, but she is that person that really guides me through this whole adventure.
Yes.
Hi, welcome. I'm Leon, I'm from Malcolm Music here in Israel. Welcome to Tel Aviv.
Thank you.
You're young, and I think young people needs to be very happy, and the song is very, very, very sad. What it's about, and what is the connection of the song to you?
Well, I based the story of the song on the story of a loved one that I lost. So, and she wasn't happy. She really loved someone else, and he never came back. So that relationship didn't go well. So that's the whole point where I started to write this song from. I started from that unhappy place. Sort of also advising my younger self, like, okay, this can happen in life. I took it from my perspective. I unfortunately also, with all the perfection on Instagram, social media, all there is perfection in the world, young people aren't happy all the time anymore. So I don't believe that young people should be happy. I think every person should experience whatever feeling they can have. And I took that point of being really sad, and I connected all my feelings, all my experiences as a young human being to it, and that's how Arcade was born.
I wish you'll be very happy.
I am happy. I am really happy. I am. But that doesn't mean I don't get to sing sad songs. Look at Adele, look at Sam Smith. They're happy.
We try to stay happy, and we acknowledge the times that we are sad.
Yes.
Yes, please. Microphone, all the way in.
Hi, my name is Maciej. I'm from Eurovision.org from Poland. And in recent years, we don't often see solo artists that have instrument on the stage at Eurovision. And what I would like to ask is, what is the explanation to put it on the stage? And the second part is taking into account that we don't have live music in the contest. So what is your opinion about that? Thanks.
Well, actually, I wanted to take it back to the point of where I wrote Arcade, which was behind the piano. So yeah, that's the answer.
And how about the fact that there's no live music?
Yeah, that's a bit sad, but I'm playing the chords anyway. So yeah, yeah, it's also like, for me, it's really nice to sit behind the piano and experience that whole vibe of me writing that song, performing it behind the piano. It kind of feels like home. So I wanted to bring that to Tel Aviv and to this stage. So that's why I chose to also play back the piano on stage. But I'm actually playing the chords. Thank you.
Hi, first of all, excellent rehearsal. I had goosebumps the entire time.
Thank you very much.
You've been the front runner from the very first day. And I'm wondering, you sing your song, Small Town Boy in the Big Arcade. How has the past couple of months been for you? From being
exactly
quite
like that.
anonymous in this craziness.
Exactly like that line. So, you know, it's when you get all these positive reactions from people. I really felt that I finally got to be myself for the first time in a long period. I finally got to sing the song that I love, because I also love Arcade. I like it, because otherwise I wouldn't be singing it. I finally got to share stories. I finally get to be on stage, perform for 450 people. It's an amazing feeling. So yeah, that small town boy in a big arcade, that really came true. And of course, it's busy. But I'm 25. I can handle the pressure. Come on. I mean, I'm perfectly healthy. I can run for miles. So yeah, I can handle that pressure as well. So I was afraid of all the tension that would come from participating in the Eurovision. But because the reactions are so positive, I really feel free to do what I want and be whoever I want. And I hope I inspire people, fans who are watching, to be their true selves as well. Thank you.
Quick question over here.
Yeah, I'm Simon from Poland for newsletter. First of all, when I'm listening to you, I'm impressed by the order in your head. It's like your song in full harmony and beauty. Really.
Thank you.
And the question is because, okay, you have some experience as a musician, but actually you are also the beginner in the Dutch market.
Yeah.
And you stated that you were overwhelmed by some details today during the first rehearsal. When is the right moment to participate in that contest? When is the right moment for the beginners or for more experienced
persons? Are there artists to participate in Eurovision?
When do you think?
Yeah, as a beginning artist, when would you decide to go, yes or no? I don't think there is a point or an advice in that for me, because for me it felt like I had a lot of songs, also Arcade, but I wrote a lot of songs behind the scenes, but I wanted to put them out, I wanted to release them. And Arcade was the first track I wanted to release. So for me, the stars were right. That was the case. I normally don't say the stars are right, because it sounds a bit vague, but it was, actually. So I really think, as a beginning artist, make sure you have a bunch of songs you love. Make sure to hold tight to it, never let them go. And if you let them go, they're probably not right for you, but don't let them go, believe in them. And if you get the chance after, believing in that song and not letting them go, then you'll be ready for Eurovision.
I'd like to thank everybody and thank you and wish you good luck.
Thank you.